What's up, guys? I'm back with another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Draft League video, and today I am bringing you my BBR, yes, you heard me right, BBR Breject Battle Royale draft analysis for Season 7. I want to shout out all of the admins for letting me in this season. Obviously, I'm in John's room because I'm using his recording stuff because I wanted a face cam. My face cam is horrible, so shout out to John for letting me use this. But yeah, we got into BBR Season 7. This coaching lineup is insane. There's a lot of players we've already faced, a lot of friends. There's also a lot of other coaches. Panther is back, which is huge. Shout out to Panther. Also, a lot of great coaches that have shown that they're good at the game. So, yeah, we had the 10th pick going into the draft. Now, with the 10th pick, I was kind of upset at first because I did not want the 10th pick. I had the 10th pick in GBU. But there were a couple Pokemon left. There was Urshifu left. There was Great Tusk left. Those were the two I was debating on, and I got Great Tusk. Now, Great Tusk is insane. I think I used it in BBR Scramble, but that was 8-mon draft. It was a little different. But I'm very glad I got to use this. I get to use this Pokemon on 10 to 11 or 9 to 11, whatever. But I got Great Tusk, ground fighting type. This is the best rapid spinner in the game, which is what I wanted to prioritize because I do not prioritize removal ever, and my teams always had to run a lot of Bootsmons, and I'm trying to, not have to do that by having the best spinner because Great Tusk with 87 speed, if I get a rapid spin off, it boosts my speed by 1. So yeah, with 131 attack, 131 defense, and the plethora of moves that it gets, I am so excited to use this. Round 2 comes along, and I was originally going to get Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle was still there, but with the help of a couple of friends, I believe it was J-Bear who suggested Greninja. So we got Greninja with our Great Tusk. Now, Greninja, this has access to Torrent, whatever, Protein, and Battle Bond. So if you don't know, Protein is where the type changes in the move it is using, but it's once per switch in. And Battle Bond is after killing a Pokemon, the attack gets raised, special attack and speed by 1, and it is once per battle as well. So, very excited to use Greninja. I had Greninja in JJDL, but I completely forgot about Battle Bond, like the majority of the time. So, not forgot about it. I knew it was there, but it was kind of like, I am a Protein stan, but at this point, I'm really excited because I can use the Battle Bond. And a lot of people forget that it has Battle Bond, like I did in prep. This Pokemon, also has access to Sludge Wave now, which is crazy. And Water Shuriken now is a special type move. I believe they changed that in Generation 9. Round 3 comes along, and here I'm debating on getting a Steel type because I really want a Fairy Resist, and Jirachi was still there now. I've been wanting to use Jirachi since I saw my boy Killa. Also, before we go any further, I want to shout out my boy Killaboom. He is my assistant coach this season. He helped me draft all these Pokemon. Also, shout out to J-Bear. He helped me get the Greninja pick. That was about it, though. But also, shout out to John. John helped me a little bit. So, yeah, we got Jirachi. Jirachi gives me rocks, gives me U-turn. Everyone knows what Jirachi does. Base 100s across the board. This Pokemon can set up. It can be bulky. It can be a rocker. It can be a pivot. It can be Scarf User. I mean, because it gets Serene Grace, guys. I can't talk for some reason. This Pokemon's moves have their secondary effect doubled. So I can Iron Head flinch you. That is a win con. Annoying win con, but it can be a win con if the matchup needs it. But I'm super excited to use Jirachi. My speed tiers are pretty good so far. 87 speed on Great Tusk, 122 on Grin, and then I have that 100 speed tier on Jirachi. But next up, I am still thinking that I want kind of another breaker. I have Tusk. That's going to be primarily physical. Greninja can be either. It can be mixed. Jirachi can also be mixed. But I wanted a special breaker, and Iron Moth was still there. I needed a Fairy Killer. I feel like me getting Jirachi and Iron Moth, two very good Fairy Killers, because Jirachi, obviously, Iron Head flinches are going to be very nice against those Fairy types that don't want to die. But if I don't get a flinch for whatever reason, or they want to stay, or they switch out, whatever, I still have this Iron Moth that can take on those fairies. And this also takes on Steel types with the Fairy. I mean, obviously, they click Earthquake. I'm gonna die because that Pokemon has 60 defense and is quad weak to ground. But Iron Moth is crazy. This Pokemon, every time I have to prep for it, I'm just like, oh, well, I lose. But this Pokemon with Fiery Dance is super clutch. Has a 50% chance to raise my special attack by 1. Spec sets on this thing is crazy. Booster speed can just clean up. It is such a good Pokemon. Now, round 5 comes along, and originally I was going to get Tierra to Dunsparce with this draft. But I will say, my boy, the Starfish, he was just in GBU. He's in PDD with me. I watched his match in PDD, of Terra Belly Bolt. I got Belly Bolt. Terra Belly Bolt is crazy. I took it round 5 because I was doing some calcs, guys. This is going to be Terra Water and Terra Fairy. Terra Water Belly Bolt is actually insane. This Pokemon lives so many hits. This Pokemon's move pool is crazy too. It gets dual screens, Chilling Water, it gets Discharge, obviously. It gets access to the new move Supercell Slam, which with 64 attack probably won't run that. This Pokemon also gets Toxic, which is very nice because a lot of Pokemon lost Toxic in Generation 9. But this Pokemon's ability Electromorphosis, probably didn't say that right. It gains the charge effect when it takes a hit from an attack, which raises my SPDEF by 1. And then also it boosts, or it doubles my electric type move, I believe. Maybe not doubled. I think it just boosts it. Which is really, really good because if I get hit by a bulky water, that was my whole thing. I take this Pokemon because it can eat hits from bulky waters and then kill those bulky waters or kill those water types if they're offensive. Because I am an electric type, so I have access to electric type moves. And yeah, I can just come in and I can pivot out, click Volt Switch even if I want to. But I get the boost too. So this Pokemon's crazy. It gets Slack Off as well. So I can heal 50% of my max HP. Like, I'm so excited to use Terra Belly Bolt, guys. So excited. Next round, I really, really wanted a grass type and also didn't have a dragon type. So I got the new Pokemon Hydrapple. Now, Hydrapple, obviously being quad weak to ice, is not the best. But I did some calcs with Assault Vest. It can kind of live some ice beams. It doesn't even take half depending on the Pokemon. So I don't really like that my grass is quad weak to ice, but it's okay. I'll take it. I think this Pokemon is going to do insane damage with 120 special attack. It's one of the better AV users. Obviously, I haven't seen it in Draft League yet, but I feel like so far it's been one of the better AV users when I have used it. Just hits so hard with Draco Meteor. It gets access to Fickle Beam, which is an 80 base power dragon type move that has a 30% chance to double. So if I get the luck, whatever, then it is a 160 base dragon type move, which does a lot of damage. There's no drawback in that. There's no special attack drop, nothing. So this Pokemon is pretty cool. It gets access to Yawn, gets access to screens. I don't know if it gets access to Light Screen. I'm looking. It doesn't. It gets access to Reflect, gets access to Recover. I don't know if I already said that. It gets Nasty Plot. This Pokemon's going to be a whole lot of fun. A whole lot of fun. I can also run mixed sets if I really want to with 80 attack, but probably more special sets. Next round, I'm going to get my mascot, Snorlax. Snorlax with Thick Fat is so clutch for my team. If you look at my team, I have a decent, not like a horrible ice weakness. I mean, right now it's just Tusk and the Hydrapple, but Snorlax with Thick Fat is nice. Also has access to Immunity, which means I can be poisoned, and Gluttony, which means I eat my berries at half max HP or less instead of the usual quarter of max HP. Snorlax is so good though. I wanted another special wall. Because Tusk can take on a lot of the physical hits, so can Jirachi, and Belly Bolt obviously is super bulky. So I kind of wanted that Snorlax with the special, being able to take hits. Also, curse sets, you know them, you'll love them. Raises your attack and your defense by 1. So I could have Terrestrialized this mon, but since I mean, Terra Belly Bolt just seemed better for my team, to be completely honest. I did take them on round 5, so I didn't want to. I feel like the normal typing on my Snorlax was needed too, so I didn't just get outright beat by ghost types. Next up, I really wanted another rocker, and this Pokemon is all reliable for me. I think I'm 16-6 with this Pokemon in Draft League so far in 2 different leagues. Not like an individual in both leagues, it's like combined. Cleavor. So I got Cleavor with Stone Axe. That was the main thing. This Pokemon with 135 attack is insane. I really wanted another physical breaker because I just have Great Tusk. I mean, I can run mixed on Greninja. I can run mixed on Jirachi. I mean, Snorlax also, but like Cleavor just breaks right off the bat. With 135 attack, 85 speed, this is a prime Scarfer with Stone Axe. If you don't know what Stone Axe is, it says it's a 65 base power rock type move. It sets stealth rocks on the side as well, or on your target side as well. But with the sharpness ability, the slicing moves have their power multiplied by 1.5, meaning Stone Axe is like 97 base power, which is crazy. Insane. This Pokemon's insane. I love Cleavor. One of the best U-turners in my opinion as well. Stab U-turns with 135 attack. Come on. Super excited to be using this Pokemon. Also gives me Defog if I really want to run Defog sets. But I've had a lot of success with this Pokemon so far in Generation 9 in 2 different leagues. So super excited to use it. Next up, I was debating here if I wanted to get another water type, but I feel like I'm going to be bringing bulky Terra Water Belly Bolt a lot. Also, I have a water type in Greninja. So instead of getting a Pokemon like Milotic or Vaporeon, I decided to go Tornadus. Now, Tornadus, obviously, clustered speed with 111, with the Iron Moth being 110. I don't really care. I'm really glad that I got Tornadus because I haven't really used this Pokemon a lot. A lot of people don't like it in Draft League or in Smogon, which I mean, understandable, but it has Prankster, and I love Prankstermons. I absolutely love Prankstermons. Being able to get the Prankster Nasty Plots off is nice. I can run bulk upsets. I can run Taunt. This thing gets access to so many different moves. Bleak Wind Storm, obviously. Hurricane, Dark Pulse, extra sensory. Sorry, I can't talk. Heat Wave, Focus Blast, like Knockoff, U-Turn. This Pokemon gets so many different moves. I can even run, it gets access to all of the weathers. And if you see there's a Pokemon on my team, Great Tusk, it gets boosted in the sun. So I can run Sunny Day sets if I really want to. But Tornadus is going to be a whole lot of fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Next up, I did my points wrong. I was originally going to get Grand Bull, but I'm kind of glad this Pokemon was there. Anyways, I totally forgot about it. John suggested it. Dashbun. Now, Dashbun is so good. I love this Pokemon. 57 HP, it kind of sucks, but 115 defense is very nice, and it has 80 speed def. Its ability is so clutch for me, though. Well-baked body. This Pokemon's defense is raised by 2 stages. 2. If hit by a fire move, and I have a fire immunity. So if you look at my team, I don't have a team that's super weak to fire at all. I just have Jirachi, really. But Hydrapple takes neutral damage, and I also have the Thick Fat on Snorlax. It doesn't matter. Another fire immunity is dope. I will take it. This Pokemon gets Wish. This Pokemon gets Yawn. This also gets Trailblaze. Like with 95 speed, that's nothing to joke about, guys. Come on. It gets Body Press sets. It gets Baton Pass if I really want to be more of a pivot. It gets Roar, so if Pokemon want to set up on me. I'm super excited to use this Pokemon. This Pokemon actually seems pretty good. So last round we have 1 more point left, and John suggested I get Misdreavus, so I got Misdreavus. Obviously same speed here as Cleavor, but whatever. This is a 1-point Pokemon. 85s across the board on special attack, speed F, and speed, and then 60s on HP, attack, defense. This Pokemon's actually not that bad. It gets Taunt, it gets T-Wave, it gets Will-O-Wisp. I can run Trick Sets. It gets Memento, Nasty Plot. Like, this Pokemon, don't be surprised if I don't bring Misdreavus to at least 1 match. That is going to be my BBR Season 7 team. Let me know what you guys think about this team in the comment section down below. Your Morpeko United are going for the chip. I've never won a championship, so the goal is to win a championship always in any draft league. But I've been pretty consistent this generation, so I will say with this team, I feel pretty confident that I will do well. But the competition is very hard. So I'm looking forward to playing a lot of great coaches. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys, and I'll catch you guys later.